Well, hello my dear companions, welcome back to the last part of the Yuri route. I'm excited, you are excited. We only have the Natsuki route left after this one, and then we're finished with summertime. And of course, after summertime I will continue with other mods, but I want to check out a few other very short mods that I have in mind. But we'll see. I want to stay with the Doki Doki universe for quite some time because I love it. I just love this universe, even though the mods are great. But let's continue. Boom. Now here we are again. Same day of the week, same location, same plan in mind. Yet so much has changed. I met 3 girls who are wonderful in their own ways. Also got to spend some time with a friend who I assumed... As you might know, each girl will have a happy ending and each girl will have a sad ending, and this time it's time for the Sayori's sad ending. Oh boy. It's almost strange to think how big of an impact it had that I agreed to leave my comfort zone and go swimming with them. I'm not even good at it, yet it all turned out so well. Although it wasn't anything new, it was nice to spend time with Sayori on Thursday. Yeah, but as you know, the second date, the girl you choose for the second date will have a bad ending. I'm pretty sure Monica is influencing that. It brought back memories of how we used to be friends. Although it wasn't anything new, it was nice to spend some time. Yes? Why did it say that 2 times? As I said before, I don't know if some things are just bugs or if it's just Monica messing with us. Nevertheless, my thoughts have been occupied by the things said between Yuri and I yesterday. Said? Done even. This feels sudden, but it was undeniably amazing to be so physically close to such a beautiful girl. That was a really hot date. I'm not gonna lie, that was a really sweet and sensual date. If she still feels the same way about me, I could be in for some more than a little adventure, yeah. Maybe she will be able to get me into books. Maybe I will be able to get her into something that we could enjoy together. I think she would enjoy video games. I think Yuri would be someone that would enjoy video games. Especially the horror ones. With all the items I think I need and an optimistic outlook in my mind, I believe I'm prepared for anything this day can possibly throw at me. Are we sure? We've seen in the other routes the sad ending for Yuri and the sad ending for Natsuki. They were pretty dark. On my way to the bus stop, I passed Sayori's house. I've already walked past it when I heard the distinct sound of their door opening. I decided to go back since I assume she's coming to the pool as well. Where is her little bow? Ohayo, Sayori. Are you going to the meetup at the pool? I'm not going anywhere, Zalzar. The tone of her voice is worrying, and all traces of her usual cheerful act are absent. Something must have happened that caused her to change so much in such a short time. Yeah, guess what? We broke her heart. So, where are you going today? Nowhere. I just came down to get some fresh air. She is avoiding looking at me. I've known her for a long time, and the way she's acting now makes me think something terrible happened. I don't want her to think I don't actually care, so I should ask about it. What's wrong, Sayori? The way you're acting is really weird. I don't even know if I've seen you like this before. Well, it's because you're seeing it for the first time. For the first time? Have I missed out on so much since we drifted apart that she changed this much? I don't understand this. Please tell me what's happened. Because I'm getting worried.
I guess we should put a stop to that, right? Not that it's going to matter anymore. You really want to hear this before you go and have your fun with the others?
Oh. The thing is, I think we both the Natsuki and Yuri route. We both had the sad talks at the pool. So we did. Oh, this is different. I couldn't stop thinking about it if you kept it to yourself. We're friends after all.
Yeah, friends. I visited my grandparents yesterday. When I was little, I used to think Granny was a little pushy, but she was really sweet this time. I was telling her about all the stuff that happened to me lately. I mentioned you too, Salsar. I told her about our day at the park and
She pauses for a few seconds, but continues just as I was about to say something.
she grabbed me by my shoulder, looked me straight in my eyes and said, "Don't hide the pain, Sayori." I tried to smile. I tried to make a joke. I really did, but no words came out of my mouth. I couldn't hold it in anymore and broke down in tears. After all these years, somebody noticed that what I was going through. Somebody tried to see past my cutesy act and made me feel like I mattered. I told her everything. About you, Zalsar. About the good times we had. About the rain clouds.
What do you mean?
I had feelings of depression for as long as I can remember, but it wasn't this bad before. When I was younger, my family cared about me more. As I grew up, everybody seemed to grow distant. My parents stopped talking to me, taking me to places. I started spending more time at work. After coming to high school, I lost my old friends too. All I had was you. Then you visited me less and less.
Sayori.
And it only got worse. Rain clouds came more often. I kept telling myself that this is all because I don't deserve people's attention. Why would I? Who do I think I am to believe that people owe me anything? Love?
Sayori, that's not true.
Please, just let me finish.
I'm taken aback by her sudden change of tone.
I was so happy when you
She starts sobbing and her voice breaks.
visited me from time to time. I needed you more than ever, and I hated myself for being so selfish. I started to wish that you stayed with me more, but I didn't want to make you feel obligated to care for me. Foolishly, I fostered a speck of hope that you would love me back. Every day was a battle between my hope for your unreachable love and my inescapable worthlessness. After you rejected my invitation to the literature club, I felt hopeless. I didn't want to bother you anymore. This club was the only thing that kept me going each day. They accepted me through the poems I wrote, even if superficially. Now here you are. I wanted to believe so hard that things could be like they were before I invited you to the only place where I felt safe. On Thursday, you really did make me believe it was possible.
Sayori, we can still...
Salsa, you know you went on a date. I know you went on a date with Yuri. Grandma told me this would happen. But I didn't listen. I lied to myself. Every morning when I woke up, I said everything's going to be okay. But I was lying. And I don't know how much longer I could have kept doing it. Have a swell night, Salazar.
Sayori turns away and starts taking steps towards her house. I follow her and reach for her arm. Sayori, wait!
Don't talk to me ever again!
I feel the chill running down my spine and the shock of the moment roots me in place. I just lost. I just lost my childhood friend. Lone tear rolls down my cheek and I can't believe what I witnessed. There must be something I could have done differently to avoid this from happening. But how could I have known what she's going through? Is it really my fault? Am I just too afraid to take responsibility? Was she giving me hints? Maybe I should have asked her about more things on Thursday. It's too late, I can't go back and change anything. I look towards the end of our street and see my bus leaving. It's gone now. But I can still catch the next one. The next one. Can't take this, I can't just stand here and wallowing in the pain I caused with my carelessness like some helpless loser. I don't know what other horrible things today will throw at me, but whatever it is, I can't be worse than this. Take the first step towards the bus stop. Oh my god. As I said before, the date with Yuri was one of the sweetest ones we have had in this mod. But also this sad ending for Sayori was something else. Here I am, on my way to have fun with 3 lovely girls I met less than a week ago, yet all the anticipation I had earlier is now gone. Did I really give Sayori the impression that our day together was a date? Couldn't it be just like it always was? We had so much fun together, she was always so happy to see me. Wait. That can't be. We are so thick, it's annoying. When did she develop these feelings towards me? But nothing has changed. Was I really this blind all this time? I guess. Did she avoid me because she had feelings for me? Looking back, I took her for granted all this time while I became obsessed with my hobbies. God, if I only knew. If only I could go back and... This is my stop. After getting off the bus, I sit down on the bench for a few minutes to put my thoughts in order. Can I fix this somehow? Never in my life I had seen her so mad. Maybe I could... No. She said she doesn't want to talk to me ever again. Oh my god, don't take that literally. He should have stayed. He should have stayed at her house and just pushed this. Yeah. Nothing comes to my mind. I feel hopeless. At least 10 minutes have passed, yet no solution came to mind. What if I talk to one of the girls about this? Before standing up, I filled my lungs with air and let out a long sigh. Maybe these girls from the literature club can help me too. Time will tell. Oh, don't tell Monica. I make my way to the entrance and wait for my turn to buy my ticket. The same employee faces me with the same listless expression, but I have a feeling this day is bound to be different from the rest. Oh, it's gonna be. Going straight to the locker room after entering is so much easier now than I know where it is. Also, we're already here. Okay, cool. Let's save, by the way. We haven't done that in a while. Just a week ago, everything seemed so much more simple. Now, even this locker room feels colder than last Sunday. I pick a locker cabinet, but put my belongings away and close it shut without hesitation. Coming back to the pool, I decide to look for the girls. I'm actually glad we had this difference, because the routes they feel very different. Because in the other routes we had pretty much our talk with Yuri and Natsuki, I think, if I remember, at the pool. But now we all have all these sad feelings even before we come to the pool. So I wonder how it will be different here. They're not in the pool, not anywhere around it. As soon as I turn around, I see a gentle flash of white and purple in front of me. Damn.
Hello.
Hi, Yuri. God, I hope my attraction through her smoking hot body doesn't become visible. I hate when people notice that I'm blushing. Is it me you're looking for?
I can see it in your eyes. I'm sorry, it was a bit too much.
Can't you see it in my smile? You're all I ever want. Either her shyness is infectious, or am I just as smooth as sandpaper with my inability to deliver a single line of romantic song? Great, I made both of us feel awkward. Good job.
Would you like to join the others and the rest of the girls? I believe the others are already waiting for us at the end of the pool.
Sure, lead the way. Damn. How did I not see them before? I would look over to check their location, but Yuri's elegant steps and mature figure keep my eyes captive. My thoughts begin to drift. She was rather shy when we met on Monday, but she seems to be rapidly opening up to me. Does she view me as the prince in that story she told me? I guess she does. Can I be the one to help her feel an intimate connection to a guy? I wonder what it would be like to...
Salsa, are you coming?
Yeah. Sorry about that, maybe the heat hit me.
Yeah, I know what it's like.
Was I really staring at her that long? Yeah, don't get awkward like that. If I was, I thought she would have said something sooner. Except... no, she's not like that. At least I don't think so. Putting one foot after the other, I follow her to where the girls are. Monica and Natsuki are laughing near the shallow end of the pool. When they see me, they both wave. Monica sweetly smiles, while Natsuki, seizing Monica's momentary distraction, takes her hand and splashes water towards her. As a testament to her excellent reflexes, Monica notices it just in time and returns fire at Natsuki. Nice try, Natsuki. Be careful not to pick a fight you can't win. And so many of Monica's comments, I feel like they are just savage remarks on some of the other girls. Yuri, I see you got Salsa to join us. Last times I already had to challenge him to just get him to jump in.
Oh, what kind of challenge?
To see who could hold their breath underwater the longest. Speaking of the last time we were here, he's quite a swimmer, aren't you? Wait, is Monica actually talking to me? We seem to have two different recollections of that day. No, she's talking about another route. Lost to Sayori in the competition and managed maybe 2 laps before getting tired. She's talking about another route.
I bet I could beat Salsa even if he had a head start. That's pretty presumptive, Natsuki. I'm sure Salsa is a fine swimmer.
Yuri smiled sweetly in my direction. I can't help but feel a surge of confidence as she nods to me with encouragement.
Only one way to find out. How about it? How about it?
How about in?
How about it, Monica? Yuri?
I've been up for the challenge. I think a single race to the other end of the pool would be sufficient. We wouldn't want to block other people from enjoying the pool.
I think it's best if I act as the judge for this race. I suspect the finish may be close and we'll need someone to determine the winner.
As Monica, Natsuki and I take our places at the far side of the shallow, and I can't help but I feel a bit of adrenaline. Is it because I don't want to embarrass myself, or is it that I can't help but thinking about something purple on the other end of the pool? Looking over to the two girls getting ready for their race, I get a sour taste in my mouth. Even if she came last, Sayori would have loved it to participate. Yeah. Okay everyone, get ready. Go! I'm jolted back in a moment and join the race a second late. The three of us push off the wall as a rush of water surges around me. Everything else seems so far away as the water deafens the sound around me. With every stroke I take, I can feel myself pushing forward. I attempt to take shorter breaths of air to not lose my pacing, but can really feel myself tire. I will my legs to kick even if I begin to feel the effects of my adrenaline subside. This didn't seem so hard before. Then again, I wasn't racing anyone last time. Suddenly I blinked underwater and realized that I'm headed full steam towards a concrete wall. I reach my right hand forward one last time. Stop my momentum just before making full impact. I pull my head up above the water surface and take a gasp of air. Who won though? That was fantastic! Yeah, that was pretty fun. But who won?
Well, it was close, but Monica was the first to reach the wall, followed by Salazar and then Natsuki. What? No way! Actually lost to Salazar? Figured Monica would win, but last?
Can't help but agree with Natsuki on one thing. I'm not surprised that Monica won either. She's one of the most athletic girls at school, and in fact, she's pretty good at everything. Congrats, Monica, I wouldn't expect any less from you.
Thank you, Salazar, that's very sweet of you. But you and Natsuki both did a wonderful job as well.
Even in victory, Monica is as gracious as ever. Her warm smile really always seems so genuine. It's not. She's pretty dark down below. I glance beyond Monica and notice Natsuki still in disbelief of the results. Her sour mood is written all over her with that small pout on her face. I just got lucky this time, Natsuki, you did great.
Thanks, I guess. I mean, you did okay too.
I need some water. I look up to see Yuri. The smile on her face isn't something I've seen before. Despite the sun high up in the sky, it's her smile that lights up everything around me. Even the violet of her eyes seems to sparkle in that moment.
That was very impressive, Salsa. I was certain that you would do well, but I had no idea that you were so athletic. Come on, Yuri. Stop flirting with Salsa and come with me to the diving board. I wasn't.
Yuri lets out a short sigh before continuing.
Very well, Natsuki, I'll jump in with you.
Was Yuri actually flirting with me? I'm not sure whose face turned as a brighter shade of red in that moment, but she didn't totally deny anything either. The two girls make their way to the diving board while I stand behind with Monica. Stay behind. Who both seem relieved at the chance to relax after the race. Oh, we're gonna talk with Monica about Sayori. We chat for a few minutes about our plans for the rest of the summer and how neither of us are looking forward to having to do homework again. Monica suddenly stops mid-sentence and motions me to come outside. I follow her and admittedly I feel on top of the world as I walk beside one of the most popular girls at school. We stand in a place where we won't be in the way of foot traffic. Or maybe out of earshot for everyone else. Oh, what did it say? I don't know Monica's what? It is not listed here. It said something else. Wait. No. I don't know Monica's process. But it changed to I don't know Monica's thought process. How are you feeling so far, Salsa? She's talking to us now. Huh? You mean today? I'm alright, having fun as usual. As usual? Oh yeah, but you and the others help a lot with that. Is that so? I'm really glad to hear that, you know. That's actually why I wanted to talk with you. See, the others seem to enjoy your company as well. Therefore, I was thinking of asking you something. She's trying to get me to do something. I'm used to girls asking me to do stuff for free, but I never actually got anything out of it. Yeah, this is the same as before. I know Sayori brought it up last year, but... Sayori? I feel a pit in my stomach as I think over the possibilities of what I could have done differently. No, I'm having another case of overthinking again. Pretty girl is talking to me and I'm about to go wallow in the sorrow I caused. Not just that, people can change over time. I really want to, Monica. All these thoughts give me plenty of regrets. Dad wouldn't be proud if I let them get the better of me. Even though I have way more influence on how things go when we're in the club, what you experienced this week is an accurate representation of all the fun we have. Even though I have way more influence on how things go when we're in the club, yeah, she can influence pretty much everyone of us. Did I miss something important? So, I'd like to ask you to consider joining us next year. I'm sure we could find something for you to enjoy in the vast selection of literary works. Besides, a smart person like yourself could benefit a great deal from exploring new territories you might have missed this time. She's talking about different routes. This time, she probably means how I missed out on going to the club with Sayori. How does that all sound? That's quite the offer you're presenting me, Monica. I'm trying to do my best. Our conversation is interrupted by Natsuki coming over with what appears to be a bottle of lotion in her hand.
Yo, seen Sayori? I'm surprised she hasn't shown up yet.
Well, she texted me earlier saying she wasn't feeling well.
Strange. A few days ago she said she was so excited to bring her new beach ball to the pool next time we went.
I can't help but notice Monica quickly glances at me, only to turn back to Natsuki without saying a word. She knows. For her part, Natsuki doesn't seem to be aware of Monica's pause.
Well, I'll try calling her. You and I were just talking about getting smoothies and food. I'd bet anything that Sayori would rush over if she hasn't eaten in days.
Natsuki heads off in the other direction, looking down at her phone. Don't think she or anyone can convince her to join us now. No. So, about the club? Yeah, I'm not sure yet, Monica. I mean, I didn't really contribute to conversations about literature. You've got time until school starts again. Who knows what new route you can take until then. She's literally talking about the routes. She's literally talking about the routes. Just one more thing before we move on to the next thing. If something were to happen between now and the next school year, please don't let it dissuade you from joining, okay? I'll keep that in mind. I pray to God nothing worse happens than what I experienced this morning. Let's go find the others. I've got something planned for the 5 of us. Did she mean 4 of us? You know, Monica, damn. Whatever, I'm not going to get hung up on a single misspoken word. It wasn't misspoken. She meant everything she said. Monica asked me to find Yuri while she goes to get her smartphone. She also said that we should all meet at the same spot where I talked with her. As I'm walking, I noticed how high the sun is in the sky. It must be close to noon by now. I walk by a few chairs with umbrellas, thinking that Yuri likely has her head in a book. Just as I'm about to give up, the smell of lavender fills my nostrils. It's calming, yet my heart skips a few beats. I recognize her by that beautiful flowing purple hair. She's lying on her stomach on a lounge chair, bathing in the sun's rays. Damn. Yuri? I expect Yuri to nearly fall out of a chair. Typically, she's easily startled. To my surprise, she simply gives me a warm smile. A smile that reminds me of when we said goodbyes, our goodbyes from our date yesterday.
Salsa? I was wondering when you would find me.
We lock eyes, but after a few seconds she averts her gaze.
It's funny, just a few weeks ago I was perfectly content indoors, mainly reading books I picked up. When reading, it almost feels like I'm part of another reality.
Another reality?
An author's truest measure of success is their ability to transport the readers into the world in which the story is taking place. They elicit true and complex emotions because the reader becomes so connected to the characters and the things they experience. Reality is generally defined as the state in which something is actually happening. In that moment where you as the reader are truly captivated and present in the world the author has created, who's to say it isn't real?
I don't know if I can contribute anything worthwhile here. Her thoughts are really thoughtful, you know. I think it's interesting. I think her conversations have been the most interesting so far. The passion and elegance which she speaks with when talking about literature is intoxicating.
Oh, sorry about that. There I go again, inconsiderately rambling along.
I wasn't thinking at all. Right, Yuri? Actually, I think you made great points. She looked so adorable. Not that I have a ton of experience with books, but I've gotten so immersed in the video game before that turning my computer off seemed to be leaving reality rather than coming back to it. Yeah, some games and some books can be really immersive.
Thank you, Salsa. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm starting to enjoy my own reality more and more. May I ask you a favor of you?
Of course, Yuri, what is it?
Well, I've been out in the sun for quite a while now. You see, I tend to burn quite easily in the sun.
I see where this is going. Let's take some water.
I was wondering if you wouldn't mind applying some suntan lotion to my back and shoulders?
My mouth goes dry. Yeah, they get some water. Did Yuri just ask what I think she did? I mean, I know she did, but is this reality? Is this really actually happening? Is this really actually happening? Or maybe I'm about to wake up and realize that the past week hasn't happened. Oh, that would be a nightmare. No, I gotta get a grip. A tender grip on her with lotion on my hands. Sure. I swallow my anxiety. I'd be happy to give a helping hand. I swear that innuendo wasn't intended. I'm sure it wasn't. Then again, it's not every day a beautiful girl like Yuri asks me to help her in such an intimate action. Yuri calmly hands me a bottle with her purse, from her purse. I can't help but notice a light pink come across her cheeks. The lotion is warm to the touch from the hot day. I evenly coat my hands and begin at the top of her shoulders. The skin is as soft as silk and fair like the frost of winter's first chill. I slowly move down her upper back. My palms follow her curves like they were designed for this purpose. Catching myself getting overly excited, a feeling of awkwardness rushes over me. My mind is screaming at me, "Say something!" Sitting by this pool reminds me of a sandy beach. But I don't like sand. It's coarse, rough and irritating, gets everywhere. Not like you, you're soft and smooth. Oh my god. I can't decide if that was cringy or it's just me saying it that makes it sound bad. Whoa, the sentence. Yeah, it was cringy as hell. Did you say something, Salsa? Nothing, I was complimenting your skin. It's beautiful, you know. Oh. Maybe someday I'll get Yuri to watch that movie with me. I mean, technically the originals are classics. Might as well start at the beginning of if you're going to watch them in the first time. Watch them first time through. Burning heat emanates from Yuri's body. Just because of the sound. Right? Come on, focus, Alzar. I gently glide my hands to her lower back, taking great care of the lower I get. There, I think you're all set, Yuri. I promise you won't be burning in the sun today. Yuri is still for a moment. Then slowly she turns to my face. Her cheeks are now a faint red. I can't help myself, my eyes drift downwards, my heart rate increases. Worriedly, I look back to her eyes. Yeah, keep the eye contact. Expecting her to be upset at my immature behavior. She's calm. Lips begin to part as we're about to say something. She's about to say something. Her eyes stay still in a penetrating gaze that lasts a few seconds. They feel like minutes. Looking lower. Then lower. No, I see.
Hey! So much for meeting back over there, guys.
Sure, I was supposed to take Yuri back to me. Yeah, we were supposed to meet all. Still, it was worth taking my time. Oh, geez, my bad, Natsuki.
No biggie. It's like we couldn't find you two.
Natsuki takes a moment to notice Yuri lying on her back, then she's looking at me, suntan lotion still in hand, sitting beside her. An impish grin appears on Natsuki's face.
Oh, so that's why you two were late.
Bastard.
Salsa we were just...
Yuri takes a deep breath and regains her composure.
I asked Salsa to help me with my suntan lotion. If it weren't for his help, I would have been suffering from sunburn. Likely been suffering from sunburn by now. Sure, lovebirds.
Yeah, Natsuki is adorable. Yuri blushes and tries to laugh off the awkwardness. I join her and Natsuki follows suit.
If I may...
Monika comes up beside Natsuki with her cell phone in hand. Something special? I don't remember if we had anything like this in the other routes. Okay everyone, I've got something special for today. It's been more than 7 months since we started our club. We have had our ups and downs. I think I recognize this.
Wallets.
Oh yeah, they had another member join. But we managed to stick together and even grow. What do you say if we take a picture together? This for the occasion of not only being club members but also becoming friends who stick together even after school.
Only if it gets you to stop with a pep talk.
Salsa, would you like mind taking the picture? Yuri's cheeks blush as she shoots me a curious look at the corner of her eye before turning away from the group. That look, what does it mean? What? Suddenly, Yuri runs off toward the locker rooms while the other girls are chatting about smoothies. Was it something I said or did? She smiled at me and then runs off. I'm confused. Elsa? I'm sorry, what's up? Where did Yuri go? She was just here a moment ago.
Oh, trouble in paradise?
Shut up, Natsuki. Natsuki seems pretty amused by how red my face must be. Monica, on the other hand, doesn't seem to share the same light-hearted fun. I tried to think of something else to say. I still don't understand why Yuri ran off like that.
Well, I think I've waited long enough. I'm gonna get a smoothie.
Fair enough. I'm sure Yuri will be back soon. Are you coming, Salsa? Was paradise without smoothies? Lead the way, Natsuki. The three of us are making our way to the snack bar just at the other side of the pool. I think Monica has asked us about taking the picture for the group photo in every route, but we have never really taken the picture. So maybe the secret ending will be like a picture of all of us? I'm not sure. So Natsuki didn't have time to think of a hard-hitting roast before we got there. It's hard to believe that just over the week I didn't even know these girls. Now it feels like I'm an unofficial club member.
Ah, victory at last. Strawberry banana is best.
A little pick me up after not getting a participation trophy, Natsuki. I shoot Natsuki a grin from ear to ear. In response, she nearly spits out the gulp of smoothie she had just taken. I glance over at Monica. She's trying her best to cover her laughter, but her eyes betray her.
Those are some pretty strong words coming from you, Romeo. Keep the other half of your efforts for later. Maybe you can even respond to a yes or no question to Yuri if you try hard enough.
I can feel my drink start to go up my nose. I desperately try to hold back my embarrassment and laughter from Natsuki's well-timed jab. Damn, can't sneak one past her. I regain my composure and pout at Natsuki, who bursts into laughter in unison. I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. Feels good, man. Glance over at Monica and notice she isn't sharing in our outburst. Her smile suggests her thoughts are somewhere else. Maybe she's thinking about us, or maybe about Sayuri. Well, you two sure have become friends fast.
Friends? Alright, I'll admit, he's the okayest guy from our school.
Wow, that just might be the nicest thing you've ever said to me, Natsuki. Thank you.
Don't get carried away, it's just an official title.
Natsuki and I share another round of laughter. It must be infectious because even Monica can't help but join us this time. This is what people need to see when it comes to considering the literature club. I guess need to see the friendship, the laughter.
I know, my best friends are people I've met thanks to the club.
Speaking of club members, Yuri hasn't come back yet. We should go after her. Monica and Natsuki start talking more about their plans for the new school year in the club. Maybe I should... Yes. Maybe I should go check on Yuri. Won't interrupt the girls though. I'm going to run to the locker room real quick. I need to check my phone. I bet anything my mom wants me to run an errand for her. No problem, Salsa. We'll be here when you get back.
If you don't have errand...
I can...
If you don't have Aaron, I can give you some.
Natsuki says that last line while I was already on my way. Does she tease everybody like this or only people she likes? I think people she likes. This is different. I need to save, by the way. It sure is a beautiful day. Not a cloud in the sky. I don't see any rain. God, if only I knew earlier about Sayori what Sayori was going through, I could have... No, brooding about it now won't change anything. Maybe she just needs some space for some time. I snap back to my senses and start thinking about where I might find Yuri. Perhaps the locker rooms are as good as a place to start as any. What could she be upset about? No, she wasn't upset. I saw her face. She seemed more flustered than anything. After talking with her one-on-one the other day, I thought I was finally understanding her. Maybe I shouldn't have let myself get so physically close to her. In my defense, we only had one umbrella. But still. I swing open the door and enter the corridor that leads to the locker rooms. Nice. As I step inside the building, I notice a familiar face. I can't help but stare at Yuri. She looks like something out of a dream. No longer in her why is she gonna leave? No longer in a bathing suit, she's changed into white tank top and jeans. Does she want to leave early already? She might not be feeling well. Yuri, is everything okay? Yuri jumps with surprise. She must have been daydreaming.
Salsa, I was wondering whether you would come looking for me.
Yuri gives me a coy smile. I feel something behind the smile. I just can't figure out what it is. Of course I would. You left in such a hurry and then didn't come back. I wanted to make sure you were okay.
That's really sweet of you, Salsa. You don't know how much that means to me. To hear you say that.
I stare intently at Yuri, unsure how to respond. All I did was come looking for her. Any friend would do the same, right?
Salsa, do you feel it too?
The heat?
The heat. It's something new.
Yuri's eyes are conflicted. It's as if she's not sure how to feel. Feel about what though? Does she mean the weather outside? Oh my god. We are so thick. We are so thick. I wouldn't say it's anything out of the ordinary. I think I feel it too. The same coy smile makes its way onto Yuri's face. Our eyes meet. Yuri's cheeks turn bright red and she looks down quickly. Even though her eyes haven't left the ground, I can see a small smile on her face.
Should we make our way to the locker room?
Did Monica and Natsuki tell her that I was coming or over to the locker room to check my phone? Ah, didn't mean the locker rooms? I should check my phone while we're here. Do you need to check yours as well? She said locker room. She didn't agree or correct me. Her gaze is firmly locked on the ground with the same smile stuck on her face. Sure, I bet we look strange standing here in this corridor. Yuri turns to face me. Her cheeks are blushed as the coy smile returns to her face for a third time. Her eyes motion towards the door of the men's locker room. Wait, did she just... I must be overthinking. She can't be serious, right? Yuri, she brushes her hair behind her ear and looks down. A smirk appears out of the corner of her mouth. My mind goes blank. My body takes over. I push open the door. Anyone in here? Only silence greets me. I walk inside and hold the door open. Glancing around a bit more, there's no one else inside. I hear the door close and turn around, fearing the worst. Yuri? Pushed against the door, Yuri meets my gaze. We should... I stop, lost for words. Yuri's breathing quickens. The air fills with the sound of her breath. Her eyes meet mine. She leans forward slightly from the door. I can feel heat all around me. My heartbeat begins to race along with my breath. Could this be the heat that Yuri was describing earlier? Instinctively, I take a step towards Yuri. She takes a small gasp for air and her entire face turns bright red. But she isn't afraid. This is something new. Her eyes tell me that it's okay to be a little scared. Yeah, it's okay to be a little scared. It's okay to be a little scared. In that instant, time slows down, or slows. I look at the girl in front of me. Her eyes illustrate her insecurities for me to see. She's completely vulnerable, but I can't help but feel that she wants me to understand. I look at Yuri, knowing my emotions are written all over my expression. She leans in, slower than before, but this time never leaving my gaze. That's a nice picture. That's a really nice picture. Salsarai. Her voice is as soft as a whisper. I take my hand, softly placing it behind her neck. Her skin meets my hand like silk to the touch. I can feel her warmth throughout my entire body. I pull her closer to me. Her body shakes as if I'm just awoken something she never knew she was capable of feeling. Her eyes, they desire, uncertainty. Crave it. As if nothing in the world would change her mind. Place my lips to hers. As they meet, she wraps her arms around my neck, resting them on my shoulders. She pushes her body firmly against mine. Our heartbeats are in sync with one another. With only 2 thin pieces of clothing between us, I can feel her soft breasts on my chest. Maybe even her heartbeat too. My grip tightens around her waist and I feel her body shake with excitement. With every motion I feel her kissing me, blossoming like a flower after the first spring rain. Not gonna lie, that was pretty hot. That's the Yuri route. Wow. I think we have all the Yuri pictures now. Let's see. I'm gonna see them all here now. We have that one. Yeah, and we're missing the last picture for Natsuki. Because next time it's gonna be Natsuki. We have that one for Sayori. Yeah, that was dark. I have the happy ending photo for Sayori too. I think this was my favorite route so far. That is a nice picture. And we haven't got... Yeah, I need to think about that, how we should do the last route. I think I have to make like 2 versions of the last route. I'm gonna talk about that right after the credits. This is good. This is so good. So let's see now in the main menu. We should have Sayori and Yuri in their bathing suits. There we go, you see? Yuri and Sayori have their bathing suits. That means all their pictures have been found and completed. So we only have 2 pictures left, and that's one for Natsuki and one for Monica. So next route, I think you have to tell me, but no spoilers though, but how I should do the last route. We're gonna do the Natsuki route. but I need to have Monica as the second date. But I have heard that if you pick Monica for the second date, and no matter what other girl you're focusing on, if you pick Monica as a second date, it will have like a abrupt, sad ending. It's the same, no matter the girl. So I might have to do that with the Yuri route, but then replay it quickly and have her happy ending, if you say so. I'm not sure if we should do it like that. I have to think about it. Tell me in the comments down below what you think about this route. And hope you are excited for Natsuki route too. And when we are finished with all of them, we can have the secret ending. I'm not sure what the secret ending is, if we have to play it again, or if you just get it at the end of the last route. I'm not sure how it works really. But I want to play all the routes and I'm enjoying the hell out of this. Tell me in the comments down below what you think about it. But never ever forget to stay awesome. Toodeloo!